In this series, I'm going to be sharing my 5-month backpacking adventure around Australia, Cambodia, Vietnam and China.
So along with showing you some of our adventures, the idea behind this is to show you what it's really like if you're staying in hostels or going on organised tours or even just on an overnight train in Asia.
Previously, we finished our East Coast adventure in Cairns and explored the Australian rainforest.
A wasp stung me in the eye.
We scuba dived and snorkeled the Great Barrier Reef. And finally attempted a skydive in a storm.
It's the day of the jumping out of the plane. The weather doesn't look great though.
I'm fingers crossed. I really, whoa! Oh my god.
So over there is our landing field. I took a flight from Cairns over to Perth to do a 10-day tour up the west coast of Australia, whilst Jack and Amanda flew over to Singapore to spend a month in Thailand. To explain why I didn't go with Jack and Amanda requires a little journey back to 2009. I had basically taken the same route up from Singapore through Malaysia and Thailand with my best mate Gemma, who I'd gone to uni with.
Welcome to the world of me and Charlie.
We live.
The travelling bonanza that is our life.
This was back in the day before smartphones, and it was weird for a backpacker to even have a video camera.
We're such geeks, look at me and then look at Charlie.
And even weirder to be pointing it at yourself and talking to it. There's just like...
Getting totally stared at, it's hilarious. That guy just walked past the camera like this. The story is, we are now on the platform in Thailand and the train drove off.
So...
With all our stuff.
Yeah.
Gone. With our stuff.
Anyway, that's an adventure for another time. Back to this story. Now, this is how I know Amanda, as she's Gemma's little sister. So when she said she was going away, I thought, well, I hadn't been backpacking in a while, so I just booked a ticket. Amanda and Jack, however, have been friends since the dawn of time. People we met along the way often thought they were together, but in fact they were going to meet up with Amanda's boyfriend Luke out in Thailand. Now I knew that since they only had a GoPro, they were going to be capturing mostly montage material. But when I went through the footage, I actually found a little hostel review that I thought you guys might like. And also, you get to meet Luke very briefly.
Okay, so we have now made it to Koh Phi Phi. And we had booked what was called, was it a superior bungalow?
It was called a bungalow when you put that, wasn't it? It's a levitating shack. We're in a shanty town.
Basically, it wasn't quite what it was cracked up to be.
To start off, a window. This is a window. It's wood, made of wood. So not as transparent as the usual type. TV doesn't work. No point to that. The bed is laminated. We have a picture of this family on the wall. The tsunami was the last thing to clean this mirror. This rubbish does not belong to us. So as the sink runs,
And
so
there
do the pipes. That's spit on the floor there. That's actually spit. There's phlegm on the floor.
Despite how wonderful the bathroom is, they do ask you nicely, please don't have sex.
Also, one bonus to where we're staying.
Bonus? Is there a bonus?
They have elephant hangers. That's quite creative, like the hooks of the trunks.
That's fine, we'll put it.
Are the walls even real?
No.
Oh my god, they're actually not. Basically, we're staying here for one night and one night only. We've ditched our other 2 nights and we've booked into a pirate hostel.
Apart from these elephant time lapses, that's all you're going to get from Jack and Amanda's adventure in Thailand. So, back to Perth. Welcome to Perth.
So this is Perth city centre. It's pretty hot today. What temperature is it, Simon?
37.
37 degrees.
Like sweaty again. It's not the same heat as it was in Cairns. That was just like you walked outside and just was completely soaking wet. It was gross. We're in the Botanical Gardens at the moment, which is pretty epic, and then we're going to head down to the Quay to go get a beer. Simon's idea of fun. Say hello to the world, Simon.
Hi world, how are you?
Simon's being my tour guide for Perth for the next few days, which is amazing. I met Simon, when did I meet Simon? Like about a decade ago?
5.
When we used to work at a hotel together back in the days, and I used to be a waitress to fund travelling. He used to shout at me for not taking the food out quick enough.
Shout at everybody.
Not just me. Just found my first ever jellyfish. I have no idea if they're deadly or not. They probably are. Here's a close up. This is the first time putting my feet in the ocean on the west coast of Australia. I'm not going to go any deeper than this though, because there's definitely great white sharks out here.
Shark bait! Ooh,
I really like Perth. It's so new and up and coming, and like everything is new. There's always like a new restaurant, a new cafe, something. Before I knew it, my week in Perth was up and it was time to start my journey up the west coast. Since there's a lot less tourism than the east, there's obviously a lot less public transport. So combined with the fact I was on my own, it worked out easier and cheaper for me to book on a tour, which is exactly what I did, and the first stop was the Pinnacles.
So this is the Pinnacles, guys. Basically what we're going to do, if you want to take some photos from up here, we'll walk down to a pinnacle, I'll explain to you what they are, how they got here. Then I'll take you to the most photographed pinnacle in the national park, and then we're just going to walk up to the top of that hill where those people are, take some photos, do some yoga, whatever you like, and then we'll head on out. Sound good? No. Anyone else?
How is it? What does it taste like?
Generic plant.
Plant, just tastes like plant.
Called Hangover Bay because this area of the coast is where they go and catch heaps of western rock lobster. When they used to do really well, they used to get really drunk, right? When they got really drunk, they used to spend their days at the beach not doing much.
So we're on day 1 of our tour. We're now at Hangover Bay, and it's amazing. We had a slightly delayed start because our bus wasn't working, but they brought us breakfast, so that was awesome. If I was in my bikini right now, I'd be swimming. Even though our tour had started off pretty chilled, it wasn't long before we upped the pace. What are we doing, Toby?
Standing on the side of the road. Yeah, in the sun.
Instant dirt. We're about to try sandboarding. The sand is hotter than the sun, so this is going to be interesting. Oh my god, my feet are burning.
Alright guys, what's the #1 rule of sandboarding? Make sure you look cool. You need to give yourself a good push to start off with. Steering. Steering's the hard part, right? Just intense close up. Sweet as a nut.
Bring it on! Oh, we've got Pro here, and she knows what she's doing. Oh, good. Next up, we've got Cat. As you can see, I didn't follow Toby's #1 rule of making it look cool. But it doesn't matter because that's what Instagram is for. Jimmy, however, did, and even managed to style out falling off with a backflip. Who even does that? What's happening right now? Pizza and beer?
Chicken wings, pizza and beer.
Basically what's happened is because of our delay this morning, they just got us pizza instead. Woo! It's a good start to day 1 on the tour. Yeah! The next morning we were off to explore Kalbarri National Park and do some abseiling.
This here, guys, this is called a Kalbarri nut. That's where the name Kalbarri comes from. The Aboriginals considered hunters more important than gatherers. So if they ever came across a new plant that looked edible, what they would do is they'd get the youngest female in the tribe or the oldest female to try the food first, see if they dropped off the perch.
How's that fly net working out for you?
Awesome.
We had no sleep for last night at all because it was 1,000,000 degrees, and now we're throwing ourselves off a cliff. Fantastic. Are you excited? Yes. Scared shitless, actually. Just gotta trust the ropes.
Captain, rope one. Look at her go, she's a natural.
Just don't forget to smile.
He's good at distracting people over this ledge, isn't he?
Oh, here comes Claire on rope 2.
Am I going too slow?
No.
Am I going too slow? She's not moving.
Alright, here comes Charlie on rope 1. But you can trust it. You're only little.
Oh my god, I'm going over the hill with the fish.
Where you going, Charlie?
Right down here we have paparazzi point. Everyone's taking photos.
As you can see, we were all pretty much naturals. Except for Jimmy, who really couldn't get the hang of it.
Slow down. You heard the
Have you done that before?
No, never.
Are you being serious?
Yeah.
You just zoomed down. Crazy. Tarzan. Give us a wave. She did it. Yay! It's pretty damn hot, so it's going to be a very quick video, Dory, because I'm melting in the sun. Is it 40 degrees?
50.
50.
Easily.
It's hotter than the sun up here right now.
What temperature was it outside when we just stopped? 46 degrees. That's ridiculous. That's like walking on the sun. On our way to Shark Bay, we got to experience a typical Australian roadhouse.
And a wall of tattoos. I found a new travel buddy. Mando, I don't think he quite matches up to Carl. Ta-da! But he's pretty cool. I kind of want him. Oh, Dale's found a travel buddy. They're not quite as cute though. Oh, fly net decisions. Which one are you going for? Apparently I have a fly net on now. Like this douchebag. It's too hot here. This is ridiculous. Ugh. What do you guys think of Shell Beach? Yeah.
Very warm.
Very warm. Yeah. It's salty.
Full of saltwater crocodiles.
What? Yeah, the water's very salty. It's very floaty. Very floaty. It is a scientific term. I don't know what you're talking about. So we have two important questions. The first one is, how deep do the shells go on this beach?
10 meters.
10 meters. The second one is, what's for dinner?
Food.
Toby at work. Yeah. We've got the paparazzi here. Toby's famous. Woo! Yum. Yum. We are at Monkey Mire, which is famous on the west coast for dolphins.
What we will do is we'll fly you guys out into the water. You don't need to go out too deep. Again, a reminder that Monkey Mire is these dolphins' home. They live here, respect that.
The volunteers here then pick people to feed the dolphins. Our tour leader gave us a couple of tips for how to get picked. Wear really brightly coloured clothes because then they go, ah, the lady in the pink top.
Is the lady with the floral top? Yeah, if you want to bring someone, you can.
They didn't go, the lady in the pink top. No, I didn't get picked. And they come in so close, so even if you don't get to feed them, you get to be really close to dolphins. It's really amazing. And the other piece of advice is don't put any sun cream on before you're about to go, because then the oils rub off and it's bad for the dolphin.
You'd think that with how close we were to the dolphins, I would have got some amazing underwater footage. Turns out, I got this.
Thanks guys, enjoy the rest of your day at Monkey Mire.
Thank you.
After the dolphins, our next stop was the
Stromama lights. Stromama lights.
Amazing.
Stromama lights.
Basically, no one really has any idea what's going on here, Toby. We're really sorry. We weren't really paying attention to your little speech about these spectacular stromatolites. This is the beginning of life.
Yes.
It's not very dramatic, is it? Can the beginning of life move a bit faster, please? We don't really know. Dan, can you give us some insight into what the hell's going on here?
Not really.
No.
We wouldn't be here if it wasn't for these rocky map things.
This is very important stuff. So, lunchtime?
The next day was pretty much Van Appreciation Day to make it to Coral Bay.
Guess where we are?
If you'd all like to lay down the road,
Yeah.
get a good photo of you.
It's being serious, isn't it?
I'll put it on there, please.
Hey?
You're being serious.
I'm always being serious. Now we're dead. We're not posing, we're dead. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Now the truck coming, guys, so get off the road.
I'm back on the bus for another 7 years. What are we doing today?
We're going swimming with manta rays and turtles and fish and sharks.
And sharks. Yay! Why am I always getting in the water with sharks? How excited are you? Yay!
Haven't had coffee yet.
How excited!
But welcome to the Ningaloo reef. As soon as we get all this dark stuff here, we'll have arrived.
It's time to get ready.
Time to go.
Time to go.
Yes!
Basically, how it works is the guide finds the mantas, waves her hands in the air, and we just had to follow after her. But I'm not gonna lie, trying to keep up with a manta ray is rather hard work.
How was that experience?
Amazing! It's really, really, really good. Definitely recommend it.
So, yeah, that was pretty epic. Was that fun, guys?
Amazing.
Yeah. Turns out trying to get a manta ray selfie is quite difficult. Don't know if we managed it. It's always a bit of guesswork with the GoPro. So everyone loved it. It was epic. It was epic!
Now, I wouldn't normally hit you with another underwater montage so fast, but Ningaloo Reef was so amazing, and I would even go as far as to say that it's better than the Great Barrier Reef, so I just had to show you some of it. Kat and I might have got a little carried away following a turtle, and then my worst fear happened. Yes, I am having a full-blown panic attack over a nurse shark you can barely see. That night we arrived in Exmouth, and the next day was pretty chilled, which was nice as it had been fairly hectic up to this point.
We just hit our campsite. We've literally got kangaroos right here. Right there. So this is our campsite. Even I'm going to show you something cool. They have loos, but they're proper loos. I know to most people that's not really an exciting fact, but whew, to me that is, because we normally have portaloos everywhere. Also, it's kind of like a bit like glamping really, because in our tents we have these little camp beds. So me and Kat have been living. Well, there's one bed in there. Yes, it is a total mess. This is where I slept. So what happened was I attempted to sleep here until about 4 o'clock in the morning, and there was like a hurricane blowing, so I gave up and got into a tent, but turns out that was just as noisy. So we saw a dingo earlier, which Toby, our guide, said that he's never seen one here before, so we're like super lucky.
We had one last chilled evening, as the next day we were going to be setting off on the long journey to KARIJINI National Park.
It's 6:30 in the morning. We are about to leave camp. We've got a massive drive today of like 600 kilometers or something. I've woken up with like this massive bump on my head. I'm not really sure whether I've just been bitten by a mosquito or I'm like dying. So I'll keep you posted on that one. This could be my last ever video diary.
What are they called? Racehorse goanna, or the Aboriginals call them bungara.
It's a lizard stopping for some fuel at the petrol station. It's just got in the bin. There's a lizard in the bin. Another typical day in Australia.
Get rid of your lizards here.
Oh, it's completely in the bin now. We're thinking they might have to upgrade their sign if this gets popular. It's not the most dramatic of signs. Kat, are you being fussy again? Are you just going to have cider for dinner?
Well, no, don't we?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Goon and port as well.
I'll have some port and some goon. It's chucking it down with rain. We got to our campsite. We're here for like 3 days.
I've never made it before, so we'll see how it goes.
Are you being serious?
Yeah.
Are you experimenting on us? It's really cool. It looks awesome and it smells so good. Tour food. 10 out of 10.
Poor food.
You're taking the piss out. You're taking the piss out of my accent, baby. That's just mean. I just realised that all the footage I have of you, I need to like basically hold the camera up like this, because otherwise, I look like I'm looking up at a giant. We're naming you the BFG, by the way.
It's not your fault if you look up to me.
I'm scared a little.
Recording us again.
Are you recording us again? Yes.
Steven Spielberg.
It's like living with Steven Spielberg. So it's dinner on the bus tonight because it's raining outside. Yum. Are you enjoying the food, yeah?
Yeah, that's good. Someone over there doesn't like olives.
I don't like olives either. I'm not an olives fan. We'll pass you the olives.
Give us some.
Oh, this is good. Good backpacker sharing here.
The next day we were off on our first hike in KARIJINI.
Going down there.
How long has this been a national park?
About 25 years.
Okay.
That's where we're heading for lunch today. Going for a swim.
Really?
There's quite a lot of flies around here. Everyone's kitted up in their fly nets.
It's called a snappy gum because if you snap a branch in half, it makes a very loud snap. If you rub your hands on it, you get this white powder that comes off it, right? This is actually scientifically proven to be SPF 15+, natural sunscreen, right?
Michelle.
It has been awesome.
With the sexy fly net as well.
We're rocking the fly net.
It's pretty hot. There's lots of flies.
Captain's log.
We're having fun. Swimming hole number 1. 2 to go. A lunch stop. Ham sandwich. That one's for you, little bird. This is pool number 2. How is your sandwich, Kat?
Soggy, but it's nice.
Soggy. Amazing.
There's a tip for all the backpackers out there. Don't put your wet towel on top of your sandwiches.
Travel tip for the day.
Get our camera.
Are we filming that entire time?
Yeah, the entire thing. There's loads of bats in the trees. They're like fighting. Al has just created the most organised esky I've ever seen. I know, look at this, look at the organisation. This is like an OCD beer esky. It's pancake day! Yay!
How is it cooking in this heat?
It's pretty hot. Although, the advantage of being right over this, there's no flies on my face, which is good. This one I've completely messed up.
Yeah, she's got it. Ta-da!
The second day of hikes was nothing like the first, and I don't think anyone was prepared for what we were about to get ourselves into.
Okay, so we are on our third grade 5 walk of the day. Just to let you know, grade 5 means like it's basically really, it's one step away from needing ropes. Okay, so we've just climbed through a sea of caterpillars down this gorge. It's like we're in an Indiana Jones movie. It's really terrifying. This is like a serious hike. We've just climbed down this. We're basically rock climbing. There's caterpillars falling from the sky. The next thing we have to do is swim through this lake. Seriously. Another cliff face. Seem to be constantly dicing with death today. Going down here. I don't know if I can do this. Our tent. It's been fun camping here, apart from there are a million flies. I really wanted to film some termites because there's termite mounds everywhere, but they don't come out. So I have to have some sort of special camera to show you inside, but they're huge. Look, this is me next to it. Well, actually maybe not because I'm only miniature. Like, where are you little termites? You're in there somewhere. If I don't flick the flies away, you can see just how many there are. Yeah, there's like a lot. So, travel tip again for the west coast. Make sure you buy some of that amazing fly cream that Tom gave us in the outback. This cream is a godsend. It gets rid of all the flies. Get this cream. Putting a fly net over your face is really annoying. You can't really see properly and you can't eat or drink. So we're just packing up the camp, ready to go. We're on day 8 today, no, day 9 today. We're going to a cattle farm somewhere. Got another big drive day today. Loading the truck. Just getting flip-flops in my shop. Dan's killing flies with his flip-flop. Oh my god, we've been on this bus for 17 million days.
right there with my book.
He's reading like the Bible. Traveller essential. She's always happy. So it's day 10, last day of our tour. We're currently at 80 Mile Beach. Can't believe it's the last day. Last lunch stop of the entire trip before Broome. We're just going to be eating everything up pretty much. The last lunch. The last lunch. What on earth is this?
Leftover salad.
Oh,
Let's take the top off and it'll look better.
this is Claire's reaction to that. Oh God, really? Soggy. Can't really put this part on YouTube and wouldn't really be selling at all, would I? Food has been really good up to this point. The last lunch, oh dear.
Later that day, we finished our tour in Broome and spent our last evening together as a group.
There are approximately 2 attractions in Broome. First one is camel rides, which we're going to do later. Second one is this place, which is the oldest outdoor cinema in the world. Ooh, aeroplane. There we go. So we're now walking down the high street. There's not really much here. Not too sure about Broome. We are here in wet season, which is very peculiar, because it's just dead. There's like no one here. We're in a hostel that has about 7 people in it. Let's see what the others think of Broome.
Very quiet.
It's very quiet.
Hot. Very hot.
It's very hot. It's like being back in Cairns again because my face is melting off. It's so...
I mean, Cairns was busier.
So
There's things to do. There were shops and there was people and bars, and here there's
Here's nothing.
It's like one town, but like your accommodation's all at one side, and then your shops and your restaurants and everything at the other. So you've got to get a taxi or a bus or something like that to get to the other place.
Yeah, we're staying on the beach, but there's like nothing there at all apart from the beach.
It's not ideal.
It's not ideal. Well said, Michelle. Not ideal. And as you can see, we're walking past shops here that pretty much seem closed. Let's find Coles. Let's
go to the
supermarket. We're just going to go sit in the freezer aisle in Coles. Tonight we had the backpacker special. Backpacker special pasta. We've hijacked the other hostel's kitchen. Little tip for you in down season. If you're with a group of people, split them up into different hostels, because then you can all pick and choose what facilities you want to use. So it's 7:30 at night. I'm still like dripping with sweat. It's so humid here, it's ridiculous. It is, so it's the down season at the moment, it's rainy season, which is kind of crazy because it's the opposite to the East Coast. The East Coast is in like peak season, has been going mental. Whereas over here, it's like it only kicks off soon. I guess mainly because the whale shark season happens soon and starts like, I think it's March. If you've got specific things you want to do, really research what time of year that you can do them at and what's the best. Quite interestingly, we're in down season at the moment and it's not really like publicised to come over here right now. However, because there's a lot more clouds in the sky and everything, the sunsets are way better. So it's actually really cool being here at this time. So anyways, this is another typical hostel kitchen. Make sure that you put all your food in a bag and label it. That was, this is what you're supposed to do. But this is what I did. Well done, Charlie. Massive fridges. In the fridges, boom. People put things in bags and on shelves, and they're all like labelled up.
This currently says that it's 35 degrees.
It's 35 degrees right now.
That's what this says.
35 degrees right now.
Not
It's
great.
it's 7:30 at night. So which hostel are we in? I don't even know which hostel we're in right now.
Cable Beach.
Cable Beach.
CBBS.
So this is Cable Beach Hostel. That's the kitchen through there. Got a cool bar area. They've got good hammocks. This is their swimming pool. Not quite as good as our swimming pool. It's very chilled here. It's kind of a bit like Byron Bay-esque. It has good Wi-Fi, hence why everyone is on their phone. It's still raining. Definitely wet season. We're having an admin day. Kat's sorting her accommodation out. Claire's applying for jobs. And these two are playing Connect 4. Sundown and Camel Tours. Kat managed to bargain them down from $80 per person to 60. She did well. Always try and like barter prices down. It's always worth a bash. This evening's activity, we're going on a camel ride, sunset on the beach. What is that?
It's a praying mantis.
It's not, is it?
He's going to sit on it.
He's not going to get squashed.
Found him.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
There's an action shot there.
Is it actually dangerous?
It's a good action shot.
Why did it attack me? I'm not entirely happy about this.
That's why they call it praying mantis.
I'm gonna back away from the praying mantis. Here's the leader, hey?
Yeah.
Hey, dude. I'm a little bit nervous, although hopefully these are not racing camels like last time, because I'm not gonna lie, sitting on one of these for an hour if it's going to race, it's going to be rather uncomfortable. Maybe need a sports bra.
How I select a camel for you, I think it might be fairly compatible with. Is anybody particularly neurotic here or erratic or screams a lot, talks a lot here at all?
Talks a lot.
Have I got the camel for you?
Oh no. I've been put at the front, I didn't really know why. Meet Goliath. I think we're going to be best buds. Nice to meet you, Goliath. I think you're awesome. Oh, he like winked at me. You accommodate short asses like me. Fantastic. This is rather high. I'm not quite sure how I ended up in the front here, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie, trying to film on a camel is not the steadiest thing. It's pretty hard. Sorry about the shit footage. This is my current view right now. Okay, I have two interesting camel facts for you. First one is, they can go for 6 months without drinking any water. That's crazy. And the other one is, they've got one camel here that took just 48 hours to be trained. Pretty awesome creatures, camels. Go cat, no hands, no hands. It's like it started to rain. Really soggy. We've had to stop because the camels don't like getting rain in their faces, so we had to turn around. I have a camel like right here. We now can't go back until it stops raining. So there's a large possibility it could be stuck on this camel forever. They're laughing. They're laughing at me. So thank God I didn't overreact to that, but we're on the move again. It's all good. Sunset from a camel. Winning at life right now. Right, the only thing is now, I've got to get off this camel somehow. I feel like I'm about 80 foot off the ground, to be honest. The dismount. Kat, you look terrified. How was that?
Oh my god, that was so much fun.
Yeah, enjoyed that.
Lean back, Jack comes down rather fast. Right. Instead of the way he goes up like he's only got 3 legs.
Oh my god.
He comes.
How was that there now?
Lovely, yeah. Oh,
yeah.
Ooh, my legs.
Back up.
That's like I'm sat on a camel's head.
Thank you.
So now it feels like we're in wet season. The temperature's considerably dropped, which is so nice. However, it looks like this. I totally meant to give you a tour of our hostel yesterday, but got distracted by doing not really much. So now I'm going to have to do a little tour, kind of in the rain. So when it's dry season, I'm guessing it's like super busy, but it's pretty empty here because of the weather. This is our kitchen. When you're looking for hostels to book, you can quite often find one that gives you free breakfast. There are ones that got quite good free breakfast actually. You've got toast and cereals. This is a fairly big kitchen. As you can see, it's pretty empty, like because we're in wet season. Those 2 fridges are not even being used. Just in case I haven't gone over this enough, the easiest way to do it is to put your food into a cool bag into the fridge so that you basically know who's at home. They do free tea and coffee here. Free tea, yes. One awesome thing they do here is they have a DVD room. They're not charging us for DVDs. TV room. It has aircon. I think in this climate, it's basically walking around trying to find places that have aircon. Anyway, so I have to check out in about half an hour and I'm totally not packed. So I'm gonna go pack.
That afternoon, I flew back to Perth. Now, I had only planned to spend 3 months in Australia, so when I decided to extend my trip and meet Jack and Amanda out in Asia, in order to get my Chinese visa, I had to fly back to the UK to get my passport renewed, as it only had 6 months left on it. Little travel tip here, don't leave your home country with under a year on your passport, just in case your plans change, as flying from Perth to Bangkok via London is not very cost effective.
So I'm at Perth Airport, ready to go back to the UK. I don't know if you can hear the song in the background. It's quite fitting that it's Bieber, since we've been bombarded by it for like the last 3 months. I'm ending my travelling the same way they started, at the airport with a hot chocolate. Hopefully this time I'm not going to throw it in my lap. And I've got my geeky shoes on as well, which is really silly. Look. Ta-da. Oh. And then have to sit for 24 hours smelling like a patisserie. I'm such an idiot. I've just walked back into my house, the first time in 3 months. Guess what the song on the radio is? It doesn't matter which country you're in, Justin Bieber is on the radio. I haven't really left myself any time to even chill. I've got a passport appointment tomorrow morning at 9, so right now I have to basically make myself look presentable to go and get passport photos taken before like the jet lag sets in, basically, before I realise I've been awake for about 3 years. So that's the end of part 1, but guess what? I get to go back out again.
The west coast of Australia had exceeded my expectations in every way, and I can't believe that so many people do the east and yet miss out on the west. I honestly can't recommend it enough. The activities, the national parks, and even the animals. And it had also well and truly pushed me out of my comfort zone.
Seriously. My face is melting off.
But in the end, what really made it was the people. up with Jack and Amanda in Bangkok, ready to explore Cambodia. We're in a tuk-tuk and we're gonna die! Oh my god! Take it out! Take it out! Al, have you seen anything yet?
Literally nothing.
Literally nothing.
Seen that crazy lady who's
The crazy lady who
had drugs for breakfast. I know she's seen all sorts of shit.
Drugs for
Whatever
breakfast.
she's having.
Had drugs for breakfast, superb.
Yet again, we're not seeing any sharks.
Well, certainly not going to see one of these here, are we? Honestly.
You know that when you film people, it steals some of their soul.
Oh, shut up.
Like, I've got no soul.
You've got no soul.
Is he making a movie, Charlie?
Yeah.
Yeah?
It's going on YouTube.
Is it?
You're going to be famous.
Oh no.
Again. Oh no, I think I have a caterpillar on my GoPro case.
Eat the fly. Eat the fly. It's crawling on your face. Worst gecko ever.
Oh, shit. Knock me off the edge. It would have been on camera, so it would have been fine. Would have just been like, ah!
Guys, can you all turn around and put your hands up and cheer? On the count of 3. Here. Count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh my god, that was pathetic. Can we try that again? That doesn't look like you're having fun. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3, go! That's much better. Jesus